As I arrive up in the baseline, sip wine as you reserve mine. Golden rose and flow, great value. This ain't a session for children perpetrating to be a villain. Pen to Phillies, strength up the touchies. Bouncer, champion is the issue. Qualification is the lingo.
Hello everyone. Hello Rich. Hello Future Phase. Hello Thomas, and thank you Thomas as usual for the early support that kickstarts, gets me hyped. Salut Anthony. Cheers. Hello Paul. Hello X-Rich. Hello Joe. This man. Hello DJ Fancy Clad from the beginning with the questions. Hello Maurizio. Thank you for the early tip in the coffee jar as well, Maurizio, merci. Hello Millennium Mambo. Spiderland. Yeah. Cheers. Salut Robin. Hello, I'm one of us. Hello Mark. How you doing? Nice to see you. Hello Manuel. Arnoulart. You missed a couple of weeks. You were missed. Hello Coiners. While everyone is celebrating the superb left-wing activist Dolly Parton, I don't know why people want to say that she was not political. Fuck them. Let's celebrate someone whose path I crossed on a couple of times on the stage, namely Sensational, here under his torture guise, who passed away 10 days ago or so, a couple of weeks ago. Sensational, who would have had his start in his career with the Jungle Brothers, produced by Bill Laswell, if the label wasn't too scared of the result. He's had a sensational career in the underground, in the margins, mostly for the label Word Sound. Skis Fernando Spector. Young age, 52, 53, 4, maybe something like that. Funny guy. The most doped voice I've heard in music ever. This is a track by him, with him on the lyrics. Hello Jimmy, how you doing? Well, there you go, that man. Oh, there will be African airwaves.
Yo,
Christopher.
That was my man Torture, otherwise known as the Scripper, coming to you with the album.
How is everyone doing? Yeah, so that was part of that compilation from early or mid-90s, maybe, yeah, the Ill Saints present Subterranean Hits Volume 1. Remember buying this at the Rough Trade shop in Paris, 1907. Interestingly enough, a New York label. This was released on CD as well. The vinyl was only, I think, released in Germany. Yeah, there was an audience for that. Yeah, but Sensational, rest in peace. I know not many people are going to talk about him. He lived through both sides of the candle, or so it seems. Had become sort of a cult figure in the underground of electronic music as well, not just hip-hop. And yeah, well, great compilation, double LP. Get Bill Laswell stuff, Scotty Hard, Rob Swift, OHM, people from connected to the Anti-Pop Consortium. Anyways. So how is everyone doing? Hello Bernd Euler. Nice to see you early. Hello Eclectic Vinyl. Yeah. So the channel has existed for 6 years now. And I started to do live streams about 5 years ago, maybe a little earlier even. For those who were there back then, you will remember I was doing these with like an iPhone 8, which usually the stream ended when the iPhone was starting to heat up a little bit too much and glitch the sound, etc. It allowed for a different kind of angle, but yeah, that was the foundations. But like 4 years ago, as I was explaining in the description of the video, I started this little new format every Friday, 2.5 hours, and you can support it by tipping the stream like Maurizio and Thomas already did tonight, but also like Bernd Kugoff did earlier, Fred Perdeman, my friend Fred, James Drummond, and Steve Davis did it during the week. So thank you guys. And if you're listening, I don't think you are, but hello to Cavus, Michael, and Andrew Lyles. If you're with Steve listening, I don't know, but you might be. I know you're together tonight. Hello Rich, again. The direction for tonight, well, free floating. There'll be a track that you will want to hear that is not jazz, but it kind of is. Because spiritual jazz, what is it, huh? Spiritual jazz is a jazz or a band, obviously, but the music kind of escapes that paradigm. So you could reach spiritual jazz from a different perspective, folklore music. But I think you'll be happy. I wanted to play this because I played this record last week at the wrong speed. I played the Windsurfer the Derby track, but while I was doing the intendance of the stream afterwards, I put the other side on, and I love this track, Four Carnation. The Four Carnation. Oops. Lovely piece of post-rock, as it was called back then. Hello Dagon, how are you doing? Hello Eddie Perez, tuning in. Who are you with? Is it like... No, it's not who I think it is. Hello John. Thank you. Yeah, it's a little bit of an anniversary that I could have missed, but like, why not, huh? Why not remember that apart from a couple of weeks, like 3 weeks in total because of my dad's passing, early 2023, a few Den Bosch, a few gigs. I think in 4 years I missed maybe 10 weeks in total. So I'm not a good Marxist, huh? If that's what I am. But yeah, interesting week. You'll be happy to hear that the stream might be expanding a little bit through unsuspected channels that I should tell you about when it gets a little more concrete. But thank you as well, Manuel, Art Nullart, and Bernd Euler for leaving very nice tips in the coffee jar as well. Thank you guys. For those who are just joining now, well, this is the live right now, but you might be watching this tomorrow next week, next year, whenever. This will hopefully still be up. Hopefully the world will will get better, and hopefully I'll be keeping up with this little venture of music explorations of the margins, new stuff, old stuff, music that is maybe more relevant now than it was when it was released. And well, you can leave me a comment if you're watching this not during the live stream. If you guys are here, then we have the chat, the live chat. And also, yeah, follow the description of the video if you want to support the channel, tip your DJ of the night. If you want this to happen every week like it's more or less been going for a few years now, just follow the links in the description of the video, like the nice people I mentioned, including Rich and Eddie Perez. Thank you, Eddie, for leaving nice little tips in the coffee jar as well. Maybe it's a celebration tonight, and I have some great records, a lot of cheapos, some in that exists in that you shouldn't be worried about getting a copy. Some you might be wanting to be on your toes. We'll see. But what about that record? That record is fantastic. I mean, it has a sort of like easygoing quality, but I really like it. Let me find this. It was the record that concluded the stream last week, huh? There you go. Record that is surprisingly, not that surprisingly, but it was really difficult and elusive at one point, and there was reasons to seek it out. But now, yeah, cheap copies are around. Here it is. Rich was asking. Hello Quint, how you doing? Hello Torretrine. Oh well, yeah. It's a sweater, even worse. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking about that, Z-Man. I was thinking about that. I also was thinking about how maybe I should repair the turntable from the little cable mishap from last week, as I had forgotten to do that during the week, and thankfully I managed to do that. I had very little hope about my success in this quick repair, but I think it sounded okay, the previous track. But we'll see. Maybe I know where to go, what to grab. Lake Ontario, Toronto for sure. I know where some records are. Yeah, treasures tonight. Maybe not grails, or not yet. But a lot of cheap discoveries of maybe greatness. Or maybe just cool stuff that either you connect with or you don't, but it's still cool. Ah, tree music, yeah, nice. Hello Bungle Bones, nice to see you.
Laure scumulo da se lo cople s'apprisu a perlenga cinno canto che coneggias de canzu.
Nice, yeah, it's a good one. I was at that gig and the record feels better than the gig itself. Great! Say hi from me then. Hello Frank, how you doing? Yeah, that's exactly right. Four Carnation was a side project of members from Slint. Hello, Andora's Revenge, nice to see you that early. It was a great lineup, I won't lie. Yeah, I don't think I will be able to get there, but I was considering it. You're welcome, Rich. The first record, okay, absolutely. And very cheap record, or not very cheap, but very reasonable still. Here's the link. What we're listening to right now is a local find, but a French record. Cardabella on the Ventadorn label, Occitane Music. Amazing cover, huh? Really, really, really cool. French folklore hippies with mandatory hurdy-gurdy. What is going on here? It's almost like musique concrète. I got this for $3. It's a cheap record. Let me find it for you as well. Goes from like really traditional folklore to more experimental stuff. Really lovely little record. Self-titled from 78. Yeah, dirt cheap record. Beautiful label for that compilation with the Four Carnation, the silver ink. This is a very famous traditional melody from France, but with a twist. Talking about stuff I got recently that is underway. This past week, I haven't gotten it yet home, but one of my biggest grails I got that I've been looking for since early 2010s. Finally got it directly from the artist. Always nice when that happens. Is it? Is it just for you, or is everyone seeing me quite blurred tonight? Let me know. At least the sound is good. Or so you say. Yeah, tell me guys, how's it? So there was a sort of a little bit of a... I can see the network is not great tonight. Only one bar, but I'm very close to the router. I'm getting it. Don't talk about stuff that is, is on the way. I'll have it by next week. I'll talk more about it then. But how about that cover? Pinup liked it. I love covers like that you can lose yourself in to figure out what's going on there. Thank you, Frank, and Sean the Vinyl Dreamscape for nice little tips in the coffee jar as well. Merci les amis. Ventadorn. I think I got something like 5 records on that label. There's more. I think now I got all the ones that I think are really, really special. And but you never know. Every time I will find a Ventadorn record in the wild, I'll give it a proper listen. Nice. Don't tempt me, Frank. I've been good at holding the fort, at holding the line. And if it's a good one, they will eventually release it as a vinyl. This week was announced and set for pre-orders a reissue of collaboration album between Nurse with Wound and Arnaud's Sick that I have on the double CDRs. We're listening to a weird record. It's a Rough Trade Shops sampler, electronic one. We're listening to the track by Christian Zanesi, Marseille 2. Christian Zanesi was back then, this is from the, when? 2002. He was the director of the French GRM, Groupe de Recherche Musicale, the place where Musique Concrète was born. And yeah, he was sort of a rough trade, having some sort of ego, doing a double CD, Rough Trade Shops electronic, with all these tracks. This was a sampler. It was a double CD, but they did a vinyl sampler, and that track is the only place where you will find it on vinyl, and it's also the only vinyl release of Christian Zanesi. I met him a couple of times. I've seen him perform live. It was quite good, and it's a cheap one. Or it was. Let me give you a link for that one as well. But first, let me cue the next record. Yeah, there's 4 other tracks, and I don't believe any of these are exclusive, vinyl exclusives to this sampler. But back then, when this was released, I remember having the eye to notice, oh, here's a reason to get that record. So yeah, Mute release for the Rough Trade Shops. Blah blah blah. Well, I think there's a Raymond Scott track on this one, maybe, yeah? Buffer, that's the one. This is the sampler, the vinyl sampler of that compilation, DJ Fancy Clad. There you go. Hello, DJ Soki, nice to see you. Hello, Thais. Thank you. Well, you inspired me this week. I was inspired by something on your Instagram, so thank you for that, Sound of Minder. Let me find you the Zanesi link on Discogs. I talked a lot over that track, unfortunately, sorry about that. Yeah, it's a dirt cheap record. More or less. But really cool little track of musique concrète, contemporary musique concrète. Oh, it's like 25 years old now, but here's the link to that one. What we're listening to now is one of these American composers who didn't know if he wanted to be a proper composer or live in a commune hippie out of clear water and free love. Thank you, Thomas. It's the same in the back, I think. Yeah, but thankfully these get compiled on vinyl, so... So we're listening to, I think he has 2 albums only. I have the other one. The other one is less new agey as this. But there's a catch with this. This is new agey, but it's also Eric Satie-esque to a certain extent, or that's the claim, the aspiration. Let me find you the link for that one. But it's an interesting package. I don't know if I would say a beautiful package. This is Jordan de la Sierra. Gymnosphère. Gymnosphère, reference to gymnopédies, the form of piano songs that Eric Satie was doing. Songs of the Rose, music for the well-tuned piano. So also reference to La Montaigne, obviously, with a sort of a color scheme that goes along La Montaigne, but maybe less dramatic colors, less like a little lighter, as this is supposed to be, I guess. This comes with a beautiful booklet. It's a double LP. A booklet that really doesn't hide where he's coming from. The magnificent journey into the psychoacoustics of the real world. Praise to all the names of the Lord and to all his holy scriptures, to life, to the sunrise, to the song of breathe forever, for my father and my mother, for my neighbor and myself. The other album of his is pretty good as well, I must say. Maybe less new agey. Haven't listened to it in a while, but I remember. Let's see. Let's remind myself about it. Or maybe I'm wrong. No, he only has one album. I'm mixing up with something else. I mean, he has another one, But remember now, it's nothing like that. There's only one copy available for this, on Discogs at least, if you're into it. 4 sides of Eric Satie, La Monte-Young, New Age goodness. Here it is. Yeah, New Age goodness indeed. I will, if it's on vinyl, I will listen to it for sure. Thank you, X-Prince Protégé, and welcome to you. Hello, Thomas Kiefer. How are you doing? The new studio project, it's more expensive than I hoped, so I will do it. I don't know if I will manage to do it this year. We'll see, that's my hope. But it will happen. I just won't be easy. Oh yeah, I thought there was something different about it. Oh. You missed the first half hour with the 4 Carnation. Yeah, that's what happens when you're on the page before it launches. You have to refresh. It doesn't kickstart itself, apparently. I have the same issue. That's us old men. So where to next? Abstract, electronic, spiritual, jazz, post-punk, indie, modern classical, avant-garde. I know. Yeah, squirrel bait, okay. I know exactly what you're leading to, and I think next week, actually. Well, soon enough there's a track that I plan to play tonight that should, even if it's not technically jazz, that should make you happy. Art Noulart. We're sort of in a light version of that, but there will be more avant-garde tonight for sure. Well, yeah. There's only one track on it that is not lifted from other vinyl releases, so, and it's a good one. Huh. Not sure I got it either. We'll see. It should arrive on Monday. So in other news, for those who don't know about it yet, I'm currently writing a book. And might be the most ambitious thing I've ever worked on yet. And I'm thinking about how I will sort of communicate about it, or not necessarily about the release, but about the topics and how they actually are connected to a lot of things that I try to push here in an odd way. That's Andorra's Revenge. That's one of the records I don't talk about because I've been after it for a while now. I wanted a clean copy of it with the insert. Most of the tracks are elsewhere as well, but yeah, my ex-girlfriend had it, and she didn't listen to it, but she wanted to keep it. But yeah, I've been after that record, a good copy of it for years now. It's one I'm not looking. There's very few like industrial records that I'm still after, and there's less than 10, and that's one of them. Yeah, but more on that soon. Not a cookbook. It's probably the most, hopefully, the most elegant, depressive thing you'll ever read. It's like extremely depressing in a way, but salvaged by how elegant the concept is. We'll see. I have a feeling I'm not selling it well right now. Cheers, Rich. Hello, Dom. How you doing? Thank you, John Levinson and Robin, both of you for leaving very nice tips in the coffee jar. Merci. I see Robin is talking about Maurice Lemaitre. Yeah, when you leave me a tip like that in the coffee jar, you can. Yeah, it's sort of like a private message as well. Robin, j'ai passé un truc de Bob Cobbing la semaine dernière qui est assez proche, mais j'entends, et j'ai peut-être un truc ce soir. Yeah, some French, sorry. Yeah. Well. Now, the main reason why the record I'm playing right now with Jordan de la Sierra is the worst possible reason. That record fell from its spot, and I didn't notice it, and I walked on it. I walked a few times on it without noticing. So I was playing it during the week to see how bad the damage was, and one side has some damage, but I don't care about the other side. It's about this one. I mean, the other side is cool, but I remember buying this on eBay. Maybe 2002, something like that, when I was buying records blind just from keywords. Like every week I would go to the internet cafe, every other day, every 3 days actually, and I had a whole list of keywords: avant-garde, electronic music, experimental, blah blah blah, and just see what would turn up. And this was one of these, which means I got it for super cheap. I don't remember what, but that's how I was digging back then. Toujours Claude. Well, I was the editor of an already existing magazine called Tracks in France, and I've wrote for several fanzines and magazines. But the idea of doing my own, yes. But I might have some development about a version of that for in the semi-near future. Ooh! Like, you know, I've been waiting to have a conversation with you, Stefan, for a long time now. To hear more of your stories. Yeah, I remember I was living in the semi-central Paris, and I remember back then, before the snipes on eBay, the very first Terry Riley album, one copy was for sale on eBay, sealed in its heavy PVC thing. And there was an internet cafe nearby the opera in Paris that was open all night, or at least till like 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the night. And I remember setting my alarm, taking my skateboard in the middle of the night and going to this ghastly place, and suddenly a jolt of adrenaline because I had won it. The days. Hello Christiane, how are you doing? Well, a shelf, a whole thing like that fell before, but yeah. Thank you, Revenge. Thank you for leaving a very nice tip in the coffee jar as well. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Much appreciated. Which is good because this week has been a lot of online digging, a lot of new stuff actually, but not only. Exactly, X-Rich. You remember this. You're trying to not get nervous before there's like 8 seconds left, and then you just hope for no latency. So what's playing with Jordan de la Sierra is the Mark Broom EP remixed by Ottaker. They did one in the early mid-90s, and then they did another one like 20 years later, a revisitation of that remix, and I love it. "26 minutes, 25. Yeah, there was a time when I started to use the snipes, but the snipes were not a guarantee. Plus, it was like scams. It was like private programmer doing that, and then he would shut his site down after you paid for like having 50 snipes or 100 ones. But I'm like them, I prefer to be there at the last second. To this day. was a nice little mix. Yeah, so the original one was from 1997. Angie is a shoplifter. This is Angie Revisited. Oh no, yeah, no, 2005 only. Here's a link to it on Discogs. So Autechre again. I don't talk about them that much because it's sort of too close to home. It's the band I sort of was defined by for a good decade. But I've been slowly preparing to talk about them more and more in depth. I think Autechre are often at their best when they're doing remixes for others. My rationale for it is that a remix of a sort of more popular or more mainstream artist or whatever, like that has a different audience than themselves, is an opportunity for exposure. But you only have one shot, one track, so you can't fuck it up. Talk to you soon, Joe. Enjoy your day. Yeah. So here's the link to the record we're listening to. That sort of creates this sort of floating abstractness, even if there's a beat, a steady beat. Nice. Okay, so next track. My sort of fate jazz track for the jazz heads. It's a record I've had for some time, but it was reminded to me this week. Someone who posted a copy of it for sale on Instagram. And I knew I had it, but I didn't know where, so I spent a few days looking for it. Fun little intro, but wait for it. Yeah, I love that as well. Greece, obviously. And now, if that doesn't remind you of Phil Coran, it's like a $20 record, but not the easiest to find. I love Greek for singing. Just imagine Sister Rada 2 parts because it's a Greek release. So just maybe just use the number here, the release number, to find it. Hello Raf, how are you doing? Well, someone that you probably follow posted it on Instagram this week, so I thought, good reminder, it's time to seek out the copy with Greek names that I can't read. I love this. I hope you do too.
Όπως τα κοχύλια που αγάπησα στα πρώτα χαράματα στα θαλασσινά
Ah, okay. Thank you, Doretrin. Oh, that's a great one. I love that record, Pandora's Revenge. I remember when I found this first, I was digging with a friend and who told me, nah, this is like not worth your time. He was like he was a little older, and I don't know if he was trying to make a power move to get it for himself, but I stood my ground, and absolutely Future Face, thank you for that. Yeah. Female singing in Greek, apart from Italian, it doesn't get better as far as I'm concerned. Oh wow. Wow, I'm jealous of you, Art. For those who don't know, this is the opera that Shoegaze composed after 9/11. Very controversial. Yeah. Thank you for stopping by, Coroners. If you get a chance to check the rest, hopefully you'll find more to your liking. I know, right? Beautiful Greek label that looks like it belonged to someone who might have been smoking inside. Hello Jonas, hur mår du? Tack. No, there's no... I prefer chaos right now, just to keep being surprised by what I find here. Rings a bell, Cosmic Overdose. Hello Raf, how are you doing? Hello Anthony, yeah, I agree. It's in the top 5 for sure. And sometimes, I don't know for you, but there's always something for someone singing in a different tongue than their mother tongue. And how sometimes you can transcend that you can hear that person doesn't speak that language perfectly, if even properly. But that's one of the happy accidents of the concept of language. And if you're a believer in God, stuff like that, that's sort of an interesting cognitive friction. Language. Why are there different languages around the earth? Why? This is when this is getting good. Cheers, Chris. What's your latest one today? Chris, you're relentless. You have to tell me soon about if you had some leads or thoughts about what we talked about. This is Fabio Orsi. Fabio Orsi is a well-known name for those interested in contemporary Italian experimental music. He releases a lot, maybe too much. This is a one-sided picture disc, as I quickly showed. Nice ambient guitar. Tones, drones. It was released some time ago, 2022. Something you can find on the cheap. There's like a bunch of different tracks that kind of merge into each other. It's good package. Let me find you the link for it. Oh, it's so cheap. Can't believe it. 200 copies only. There you go. Toretrine. I told you, remind me in the comments during the week. After the stream, the comments under the video will be available, and remind me, because I think I haven't. And these records were not easy to get. For those who don't know what Captain Sons and Daughters is, it's a side project from what's his name? From Coil. The guy from Cyclops with the beard. Do that. Not Drew McDowell, the other guy. And I guess we're getting close to the first hour. So I guess that's my cue to remind you, if you haven't already, please, by all means, if you're enjoying the stream in general, but also specifically tonight or whenever you're watching this, by all means, it's a nice feeling whenever you leave a little thumbs up to the video. Costs you a lot, I know. It's people went to war because of thumbs ups, I hear. So I understand why it could be a hazard for you, but I make a plea for you to just leave a little like to the video and a comment if you're watching this whenever, and if you enjoy this a lot and want to support the stream or even celebrate this 4th anniversary, by all means, you can go the extra step following the links in the description of the video and tip your DJ of the whenever you're watching this. I don't know that. What is this, Toretrine? Interesting question, huh? I know, but I think it's okay for in this case. And I mean, look at the price on Discogs. Laundry. Interesting, entertaining laundry. Entertaining laundry music. That's what I should brand this channel, this stream. Oh well. No. It's not like the next one that is exactly the same when I think about it. Also a picture disc, seal screen on one side with some weird thing going on in the textures, which led to the other side getting sort of off-gassing. Thankfully it plays alright. I bought it when it was released, I think 2010, 11, something like that. The one I'm about to play, so bear with me. Oh, he did that? Well. Ah, okay, makes sense. But was she... Did she have any sort of other career apart from that one? That project? I figure it must have been a friend of Stephen Frower. Here's the name. Well... DJ Fancy Clad, would you buy a record called Stunty Music for Laundry Rooms? Just listening right now. Interaction. It's not for sale. But I understand the... I understand the need. To be honest, I was... I think it was 2015. I was playing with my band live at Le Sucre in Lyon and was hosted by my friend Sacha Mambo from the Macadam Mambo label, who was curating the party. And his wife from back then, she had that sweater, and I looked at it and I said, I'll wear it for the live show, and they thought I was ridiculous, and I owned it. It went fine, and after the show she wanted it back, obviously, and I made it clear that this was more me than her. And a few months later she sent me a message and told me, I agree with you, this is more you than me, and she sent it to me as a present. So yeah, I've had this for over 10 years now. It's a classic. So musique concrète for real now. So this is John, Stéphane, everyone else, Mauricio. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. So this is Francis Daumont. Well, it doesn't even say here. Francis Daumont had one album on the classic Ina Jérém series of the original Musique Concrète released by the GRM itself in the 70s, 80s. Francis is a little bit of an outsider from that scene. I remember doing an interview that you can find on the channel with Jean Schwartz. Jean Schwartz didn't like Francis Daumont much, he told me. And I understand why. I think it was about the music and the way of thinking as well then. But yeah, this record was an anomaly when it was released. Like, why would anyone release the Francis Daumont record in 2010 or so? Let me check if I'm correct about the dates. Yeah, his album from 82 on Ina Jérém called Sous le regard d'un soleil noir, Under the Stare of a Black Sun, pretty cool title. This one, Birthdays, 4 tracks. I mean, they only did 200 copies of it. And I've never seen it in the wild apart from in the shop when it was released, the shop close by where he lives. So here's a link to it. Listen to this, and I'll play the last track as well. It's a shorter one, and I'll explain why. But this is a really cool artifact of true musique concrète. Yes. Hello, Mr. Zosh, nice to see you. Always. Yeah, true that, Stefan. Did you know about this record? So we're listening to Forte Piano, 2008. And the record itself, when was it from? Yeah, 2012. Released in Canada, out of all places, on a Canadian label. And when I look at their release, oh, now I see I have a bunch of other releases on that label that I should play actually. Good reminder. I haven't, Quint. That will be for another live stream. I like to be surprised, to just take a box and check it out without peeking what's in the box. Hello Ninox, like your avatar. I don't remember your screen name, so maybe I know you under another name. If not, welcome here. Hope you enjoyed the little ride. I think I want to go to Manchester next after this one. But first we'll get to the second track, or the last track of that record. I love what we're listening to right now, but the last time is, I love it because it's called Dénaturé par mes sons, which is a play on word, dénaturé, denatured par mes sons. by my sounds. Parmigiani, De Nature Sonorum. Composed in 2007 in the private studio of the composer in Avignon. To my friend Parmigiani. An homage to Parmigiani, and you'll hear why. If you're as obsessed with Parmigiani as I am. But again, here's the record, and it's not gonna get easier to find it. So if you're curious about this record, and you see that a copy is in your price range and not too far away shipping wise, I'm not telling you what to do. But I'm strongly pointing towards a direction, into a direction. So this record is typically like someone earlier asked me about how I sold my records out after I played them, and I say I don't do that anymore. And this is exactly how we get to listen to this tonight. Just random picks. Like, oh yeah, I want to listen to this tonight. Pour en finir avec le pouvoir d'Orphée, for me. But yeah. I love this. Yeah, makes sense that he would release that record there then. I mean, that's the only reason it makes sense. Maybe we'll... Actually, I have something Canadian lined up. Mr. Zosh, thank you for leaving a nice little tip in the coffee jar. It's so far so good, getting in the right direction for my objective of tonight. If you haven't already, like Mr. Zosh now has, by all means tip your DJ of the night if you can. Buy me a beer, which turns into a record, which turns into a discovery for all of us. Hello, Sherv. Everyone who hasn't, just click on Julius Jabbar's channel name here to get to his channel and check his latest video. He did something quite crazy, which I kind of did on a much more conceptual scale. He went all the way, and it's a fun little video, and Sherv is fun anyways, so always good. This is typically the kind of records you'll find on his video. This one was a quasi-blind buy. The only thing I knew about it was the label. The label is it's part of I think a series of 4 or 6 LPs of traditional or African music on the FMP label, country music production. Peter Brotzmann's label. It's Africa Jolé, it's the band. Kaloum. Quatuor of drummers who are doing different things as well. Recorded in 1980 in Brussels. So lots of Mondigo music, but mostly percussion based. Mondigue, the empire between all the countries, well, where you have Mali, Ivory Coast, all these countries. Let me give you a link for that one. It's a cheap one. Again, it's like a $5 most of the time. A lot of the tracks are more focused on the percussions on this one, but this one is a little different and I like it. This band, they have a bunch of other records, but yeah, that's the one that you should find the easiest in the Western world. See? Yeah, he jumped on my discussion about the world currently having 193 official countries. So that's a good ratio, sure. Even if he probably played a bunch of records from some countries that don't exist anymore officially. Next record is what I consider one of my big finds of the past couple of weeks. You might disagree. It's a little Manchester record, full of post-punk. Hello, I'm the Dead. How you doing? This is nice. Yeah, it cost me like $3-4. The cost of a beer. Just perfect. Maybe I will only listen to this back again in a year or two. But I already got a fair share here. The mountain people. This is actually connected to an artist I played a couple of weeks ago, I think, 2 or 3 weeks ago. So this is on a Manchester post-punk label. Very interesting label. Object music. This is Tire Tire. Étude. Shoot, shoot. Pretty cool artwork. It's getting a little bit blurry here. What's going on? Same as earlier? Let me know. Oh, tirer also means pull. Yeah. So this is Michael Rouse from the Michael Rouse consort. This is his attempt at doing pop music. And I think this is brilliant. I want to do an edit of that track that will last like 8 or 9 minutes. Here's another cool track from this. Hello, Alex. Michael Rouse. New York City, 1980. Before the end of the year. Love this groove. There, they can't help themselves. Rock in opposition in a punk track. It's gonna be something. I don't know why it's blurry here. Yeah, sort of a Talking Heads, but I prefer this. I know, I'm not the biggest Talking Heads fan. I like what they do, I like them as musicians, but the Talking Heads, I prefer stuff they did around it. Here's a link to that record. It's not an expensive one either. Forgotten sort of post-punk weirdness. Tirer, pour, étude. So am I crazy, or is this odd in the right ways? Love the inner sleeve. I love Angular. What's funny about that label, it's a cult label, huh? Object Music. The logo doesn't look at all like a punk or post-punk label. It looks more like a prog rock or it looks like Rush or something. Well, do it yourself, huh? Here's a little classic of mine from the 2010s. That track got me obsessed with this artist. She still does interesting stuff. I think she's a more interesting... I'm fascinated by her, I will say so. I don't know if I love all her music, but when this came out, 2018 maybe, some of the best bass music I know of. Yeah? Thank you, Eclectic Vinyl, for a very nice tip in the coffee jar, and I'm the Dead as well. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. Yeah, I think I might be getting to my objective tonight. I'm like 75% already in, so that's pretty cool. Thank you, guys. We're listening to Klein. I mean, already that cover. I think this was more or less self-released. She's a British rapper. This is not rap, obviously. She does field recordings. It's almost like situationist-based music, what she does. Here's an idea. I don't know if it's a good one, but... her 2019 album Lifetime. There's a black version. I'm playing the clear version that is supposedly, yeah, it's more expensive, but if you're interested in this, check out the black vinyl. It should be, I assume it would be cheap. Haven't checked, but kind of music I like to think of when I think of Clive Barker's London. Yeah, kind of. Actually, I have the door open. That might be why. There might be some humidity coming inside. Hello, Andrea. How you doing? Thank you for putting your face in me, Toretrine, there, huh? I mean, there's a sort of stubbornness in that track that I don't know why, but it really appeals to me. You're welcome, Rab. Nice to see you. I believe, I don't remember her seeing your name before, so welcome. And if I'm wrong, let me know. Klein, I encourage you to check her out online. She does short movies. She's a really strong personality. Always curious about where she'll turn up. I would say she does sort of a mixture of grime, ambient, bass music, field recordings.
There's something special about the drums that enables you to set up a foundation. Rhythmic foundation for other people to play on.
Oh well. Thank you for the kind words.
It's a responsibility that you have to do.
Well, cheers, Rab. Here's for you, turning up tonight. I think I'll remember you now.
For any amount of people.
A few weeks ago, I was talking with my old friend from France, Masto, Thomas in Verlan, and he was telling me about his favorite Swedes, and this guy is one of them, Axel Boman. Axel Boman is like a house producer for the most part. He runs or co-runs a cool label, Studio Barnhus. This EP, I think maybe from 2010, something like that, 11. Still my favorite thing he's ever done. Darker than his usual stuff.
Responsibility that you have to do.
I don't know why it's so blurry.
Any amount of people.
Hello, Lisa. One day you'll tell me who you are, Lisa. The Snake Queen. Or King.
Set up a foundation.
Who knows?
Foundation.
Yeah, the disco time tonight is starting. In the shadows. But I think it's suiting the blur.
A rhythmic foundation for other people to play on.
is. It's a little EP on Hypercolor, UK label, I think. ...2013. Wow. I thought it was a little earlier. I think I used that in a DJ mix I did for a Resident Advisor back in 2013. Here's the record in question. That is, oh, look at the weird prices on Discogs, from 14 euros to 101. Sometimes. Yes. Funky, minimal, venomous. The snakes. Something seductive but dark at the same time. Hello, Greg, the OGCs, the jazz tourist. I mean, that's the greatest compliment you could give me. I wouldn't say John Peel had the worst taste. No. Maybe I have a little bit broader. Or maybe he had some things he couldn't do. But yeah, it is definitely a sort of inspiration. Here's something quite unusual. I wish it wasn't blurry like it is now. Now you can see the texture, the moon texture of this acetate, as you can see. Yeah. It's not in pristine shape anymore. This is the first version on vinyl of the Moon series from Coil, the bonus tracks from the live performance, with John Ballan's fingerprint here in golden ink or golden paint.
With the drums you have the capacity to create a mood.
Now you can find this elsewhere, but I thought it would be fun to show this. To play it. I agree. If he does, good for him. Well, but that's the thing. Contrast. We need all the directions. If you only get what you expect, it's a little boring, I think. I like the idea of you never know when you're gonna get something explicitly for you. Hello, Cheap Dog, my old friend. Yeah, it's been some time. Nice to see you live. Uproar breaks. What's that? Huh. Interesting. Exactly, Kopice meet.
Mother tongue,
Hello, monsieur, long time.
semblance to waking,
I like where you're going, Rich.
semblance to moving, semblance to being over it.
Oh. Down in Trésor, yeah.
Mother tongue joining
Absolutely
of the
insane.
drum,
I know exactly what you're talking
to
about.
the dream gutter. The bar of light blinding us at the peak. We wait for no longer.
Trésor is a club in Berlin
Such speech in search of the dead.
that still exists like a classic
Only one
club,
sound
one of the two
jogging
main
to
clubs
you.
from Berlin, I would say.
They have sent me in
And the
search of
proper
the
historical
dead.
Trésor is like a maze of fog, a fog
To
machine.
mist behind the hill.
It's insane and it's really cool.
Only one song.
Bye bye Eclectic Vinyl, salut.
Christ purpose. Enactment in the land. What was granted on that first time out over the shadows? They were
This is from 2001
every crooked palace of my eyes
and its origin is contested,
on that first walk out.
but I know from a source that it's actually legit. Here's a link to this. These tracks you can find elsewhere now officially
Was how
for
all
cheap
this,
or for normal price. This is crazy.
every least
I bought it
part
back
was
then.
supernaturally clear, illumined on the eternal tables. A shift. What was spoken on the first part about the fresh, the vivid, the whole and the vortex, where worlds pierced ideas with an absolute embrace.
I was so desperate to get these tracks in vinyl when this was released. I have the CD where this is originally from, a CDR actually, of a performance if I remember correctly.
Revolving in the clear space without confusion.
Cryptique, Claude.
And the doors opened. The entire map appeared. Plan of the whole. Worlds appearing. Crashing into perfection like unimaginable, powerful and efficient weapons. Stars consume us with longing. Boulders reach for us like lovers.
This is classic for me. This is
We enter singing.
kind of music where I feel probably the most at home with. No, this is not a Danny Hyde. He might have been part of the band for this, but this is a proper choral track
Glory of mist
from a live performance.
cleared from the entryways across the valley floor. And the keepers
This is the bonus disc
at the
from
gates of the plan.
from the Moon's Milk in 4 phase, if I remember correctly. Yeah. This was released originally as a CDR of, I believe, a performance, a live performance, ritual, whatever they call it. But not totally sure anymore.
Was heard in the skeleton's brief aria of obedience. As its
Yeah.
rainbowed bones
Was originally released as a CDR in 2002,
to wingtip, the ones of the fell
but this came out before, in 2001,
to catch with tender
as
clasp
a private press
by
acetate.
wisdom which never was.
This was the very first time this was released.
With all due pomp, to a distant spot where it may revolve forever on
Good
its
night,
own
Future Phase.
delicate pivot.
See you later. Hello, Dead.
In a style to which it is accustomed,
Nasty Records.
safe from me until time is no more.
I mean, it's always on point, I would say.
And every gate to the plan. And every
What about new
threshold
releases?
of every gate.
Tonight? I'm not sure.
Every approach from the far places. And every cloud that hovers above the plan, desiring wind.
Tonight
and
is
the gleaming
an
sky.
anniversary.
Where will the cries of the ecstatic
There's some
iron bird
revisiting
find us
in the making.
now that we know? And the shift has shown us. And we are walking with ourselves into the shaking air, needing nothing. And all being has become as breath over the transfigured spaces. Into the house of the heart on that first time. Into the plan through the gate of the first time.
I guess what can be fascinating about John Ballan's voice and singing
Saw you, whom my heart had never hoped to see,
is that it's quite dramatic,
and it was all fire.
but it manages to
As
keep
the first drops of
clinical.
rain fell, and the scents
There's no
sliding
theater,
down the air of the
extra
million one
theatrics in it,
desires of the unnamed God.
which is seldom the case in industrial, post-industrial music, which turns me off, which is why I barely can listen to Current 93.
And night fell over the dissonant ranges. Here, where it all began, as the ground trembles, the wraiths of what was ungod, anything before, bestows itself prostrate before us, prepared for annihilation. Engraved on the ground where we walk is this warning. Everything is now destroyed. Do not seek to be anything other than this. You will be divested of every garment until none remain. What is born must become whole by annihilation, by
Intense.
the gates of the first time, by the glittering flight of arrows
This
into
was
all twilights of
a
knowing,
live performance, and before it was
by the
released
dim of the
officially,
waning light.
it was released in this edition of 22
What was spoken,
acetates with the
What was
blessing of John
heard,
Balance and his
what
fingerprint
was
on
seen,
it, and a pretty cool label.
beyond the shift.
This is for you, Art Nullart. But also a dance tune worthy of Coil, I think. Nick Cave, yeah, he could work out, even if he's like more theatric than John Balance, which is kind of what turns me off. You're welcome. Hope it's more clear now. Yes, exactly. We're listening to an old favorite of mine, a classic of the old days of Kiss FM, Exquisite Corpse, Dream Night dance music. Strangely enough, an album released in Belgium on KK, sort of the post EBM label. Yeah, but not that surprisingly considering this guy is from Belgium, I think. Yes. I don't think I am, Lisa. Oh, they're Swedish? Salut Anthony, pas mal. I think it is Expérience Protégée. I love this little album. I think it's fetching some money now, but the tracks got reissued as EPs. Dreamy Detroit pads. Oh, it's gone down in price. Used to be like 70-80 bucks album or euros. Like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Here's a link to it. Yeah, that's true. Hello Mats. Bonsoir. Nice to see you. Good night, Zetman. See you soon, talk to you soon. I saw a record this week, a new record, featuring a shitload of cowbells, and I thought to myself, why not make a record solely made out of cowbells, like do a sort of gamelan record but only with cowbells or cowbell samples. Yeah, Kiss FM, the rave days. But I like how also the music is great, but it's also very lo-fi produced. Like it's pretty raw. Drum machine, synthesizers, barely any effects, if any. Yeah, I agree with that. A band for the ages. Now, who's trolling, huh? Merci. Next, I want to go visit an old 90s rock tune or record. But when I say that, you know I'm already trying to deceive you somewhat in the best possible way. Hopefully. But yeah, this album, there's like really 2 stunning tracks on it, as far as I'm concerned, if you're into this aesthetic. And the rest is pretty good as well, but long tracks for the most part, like 7.5 minutes, 8.5, 7, almost 7, 6, 9.5. So long ass tracks. Merci. Hello DJ Mr. Joel, nice to see you. Everyone has a story, a hamster story. Guinea pig, I guess. And that makes for a better world if everyone had a guinea pig story. Let's see if someone knows this. This is not an obscure band, but...
Talk about a couple of freaks. Did you see them?
Alright. Let me make a note of them.
Diamond-studded bourgeoisie. Techno creamer.
So very crepuscular
Next to a
rock.
everything I need. To the cleaners. And I would give you anything to be holy.
Yes, if you're watching, this is for you. Yes, indeed, Endora's Revenge. Someone knows his 90s rock. And DJ Mr. Joel as well. Oh wow. Yeah, the Grifters on a sort of mini album, maxi EP. Slow Day for the Cleaner. Perfect title for this. Yes, it is. Somewhat unusual for them, but welcomingly so. Let me find you a link for that one. It's a cheap one. It's like $5 record. Maybe 10. This is the one. And yes, they're all over the place. I had some records of theirs back then when I was a teen, and I liked them, but I didn't love them, and then I found this track. Right. I wish the whole song was like that. Sort of a funeral march. Yes, I agree. Ça me dit quelque chose, Anthony, ouais. On en reparlera. Yeah. It's sort of like a noise rock band, or a noise rock track, but then it has some sort of grunge inclinations. Now, are not necessarily the best part of the track, but it creates something interesting. Which one is that? The name sounds familiar. Yeah, exactly. It is for you and me the standout track. But give it a listen online, because it's a cheap record, John. But I understand why that track would appeal to you. Yeah, they're not as like sick or sickly as the one we just listened. But they have such a vast discography that it's difficult to know the whole story. Here's a fantastic little record. So DJ Mr. Joel, you were filming bands during the 90s, huh? Tell us about some of your greatest hits. I like to let this track develop a little bit. I'm not sure how they did it. I know it's a project that is interested or focused on the media, the medium and the media of like vinyl, TV, etc. This is, I think it's an Italian duo called Floss. Oh, this came out not that long ago, so yeah, there's still copies available. It's only 20 copies of this. This is Floss Ketuk. The A with the round, the little circle above, in Swedish, it's O. Edition of 20 copies. So it's a laugh cut. Really enjoyed listening to this one in the last couple of days. Here's a link to it. Might still be available on the Bandcamp of the band, but might be the same price. But check it out. Nice. Shiny ambient. Yes, but tell us about some of the highlights without thinking. What are your favorite ones? Don't think about it, you might change your mind later, that's fine. But just tell us about your greatest achievements in your documenting of the local rock scenes. If you didn't even actually travel beyond the local scenes. Yeah. This was pointed out to me by the guy behind the label, by the way. I bought a record from him, and we talked a little bit, and he told me about what he was doing as well, and he pointed me towards a few records he put out, and this one was really the standout one as far as I'm concerned, and it's one of the most recent, so good. Let me see if I can find the Bandcamp. Yes. It's the same price as on Discogs. But I'll give you the link nevertheless, just in case someone is interested. The Grifters, yeah, absolutely. Wasn't it was I've seen that movie, it was good. Ah, great stories. You should come up on one of the community live shows, live streams. Oh, we just passed the second hour, which is my second real plea, or my third plea for you showing where your heart is and leaving a thumbs up to the video if you haven't already. Come on, I know there's yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not sure I care that much yet, but I'm always curious about the social experiment around it. And I'll be, no, I was about to say that I don't always leave likes to videos myself, but actually I do when I think about it. Anyone who's doing music videos that add something to it for me, I do. But you do you. What you can do is leave me a comment after the video to let me know what I missed, what I succeeded, what I should go deeper into. And if you just want to say something nice, that's fine as well. And if you really want to support the channel, as a bunch of you already, and it's been quiet for the last 20 minutes or so now, but if you haven't already and you want to support the channel, there's the best way is to follow the links in the description of the video and tip your DJ of the night. Whenever you're watching this, it works beyond the live broadcasting, live streaming. And I'll acknowledge you as usual, since you make this possible to happen every week. And I don't kid. Steel wool. Nice. It is, huh? When you let it seep into your subconscious a little bit. This is like sort of altered reality inducing music. Both sides are lovely. Sort of variations on the similar, on the same theme. This side is more shiny. What are you trying to say, Lisa? I'm always trying to... I'm sort of... I'm a huge fan of... what's his name again? Oh, the Italian writer, Le Pendule de Foucault. He passed away a few years ago. Oh, well, anyways. Horrible to forget his name. He's one of my favorite writers. Thank you indeed, Justin Peters, for a very nice tip in the coffee jar, and Anthony Rioux. Now I'm so close. Yeah, good. Thank you guys. Anthony, Justin, Umberto Eco, thank you guys. Yeah, see? Looking for signs, looking for meaning behind everything. Echo is extremely important in my personal cosmology and education, how it taught me to search, basically. My God, DJ Mr. Joel. That's a tragedy. Now here's next something that I think I'm pretty sure I've never played this. I might be wrong, but if I did that was long time ago. Yeah, totally, and I don't understand why you use the word but. That's what makes it cool. I'm joking, but not. Yeah, the more it goes, the better it gets, I think. Yeah, this is really splendid. Well, there's a few copies still available. It's not a cheap record, but it's not catastrophically expensive. I was making earlier the case with a friend, a new friend, that one of the best way to make the case of vinyl records in 2026, why do we buy these records when we can listen to most of it digitally? Most of it. Well, for us who also love the concrete world, the material world, objects, who are not necessarily rich or even well off, vinyl records are pretty good compromise, in the sense you can get a sort of luxury product on the cheap for a luxury project. Imagine this, 20 copies only. There's no other physical format for this. This is the only edition, and it's 50 euros. It could be less, it could be more, but still, an object in this world where everything is accessible, globalized, and there's only 20 copies of it. And if you happen to enjoy it, great! Suddenly you have the possibility to own artifacts that are pretty cool in a way, and there's so many, so you don't need to have everything, like this stupid guy. But I think we don't really understand yet how unique a record collection can be in terms of uniqueness. And because they're real, well, I agree, but like, let's not stigmatize people who don't, who are not at the point in their life where they focus on originals and will settle for a reissue if it exists. This is wonderful. This is absolutely. This is the second time I listened to this in whole, and yeah, this is the kind of records that when I listen to this, I feel I need this in my life. Now I have it, but when I realize how precious it is, pretty nice. Well, John, make it a good one in September then, or after September. Yeah, I would hope that this one would make me pass my threshold or my objective for the night, but you never know. Another revisiting of those incredible 90s indie labels from the UK. Not many releases, but last week we played some bad jazz records, the Piedmont 7-inch. Tonight we're listening to a 12-inch compilation on the Liquefaction label. Amazing. Oh, well, good. Glad you were you made it safe. Hello, Rugged Hall. Nice to see you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's better if it's true. So this is a 4-track EP compilation featuring Horton Jupiter. Oh, the bands are remixed by themselves. Okay. So this is, we're listening to Piano Magic remixed by The Wisdom of Harry. There's also a track by Wisdom of Harry remixed by Horton Jupiter. Horton Jupiter remixed by Isan. And a Piano Magic track, no, Isan remixed by Piano Magic, which is the track I should have played. Even if this is cool. Yeah, I know. Oh, I feel like you. Like this. Yeah, not completely off. For me, Piano Magic, early Piano Magic is sort of like lo-fi Terry Riley, so it makes sense. Good call, Thomas. Mauricio Bianco, yes, absolutely. But, okay. This is a little, I wouldn't say poppier, but lighter. I would assume, unless there's Mauricio Bianchi stuff that I don't know of. Cheers, Frédéric, and X Prince Protégé. Thank you, Lee. Thank you guys for leaving nice little tips in the coffee jar as well. So I've selected the concluding track already. And this is gonna be it. I know. It's an artist I played a few weeks ago. I loved in the second half of the 90s. That doesn't get talked about a lot. This is his best record in my opinion. And this is the most uncharacteristic track of his whole discography. There's like 6 tracks on this EP, I love all of them. But I thought this would be a nice send-off for today's stream. Hard Drugs Records. Time Machines by Coil. This is Jega's first record. Dylan Horrocks, Dylan Maddox, no, Dylan something, I forget his name. This came out on the same label as the first proper record by Boards of Canada, High Scores on Scam. Or right after, I forget. Anyways, love this record. Kind of had forgotten about that track. It's more sample based than his usual stuff. But what a fun track. 1996, yeah, it's right before High Scores by Boards of Canada. But it's the same family. Only one copy available and it's not cheap. Sorry. Sorry, I had no idea. Flax by Jega. So I hope everyone had fun tonight. I had. Next week should be pretty special in terms of the selection. A lot of stuff that I've been waiting for arriving. But as you see, the shelves always provide. Oh, I'm so happy to revisit this track. You're welcome, Lisa. And thank you tonight, especially. Thank you everyone, but thank you X Prince Protégé, Frédéric, Justin, Anthony, Eclectic Vinyl, I'm the Dead, Mr. Zosh, A Revenge, Robin, John Levinson, Sean the Vinyl Dreamscape, Frank Ruffing, Eddie Perez, Rich, Art Nullart, Bernd, Euler, Manuel, Gocho, Maurizio, and Thomas Corcoran. If you haven't already, or want to be part of that list, tip your DJ of the night, of the day, of whenever you're watching this. You listen to this. I'm not the boss of anyone. Hoe kväll Johan! Next year starts next week.